Hey now. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Yes, you better get dirty than get clean. We are live. Hey now. Let me get the word out. Ooh. Hey to the now, hey to the now. Hey, Ace. Feel the power of the Shinra Electric PowerWash Corporation. You know, you would think that such a big conglomerate would have a division for something like that. Hey, EV. This is the VMix. This is the VMix. This is... You know, honestly, when Justin Wong called me Necro VMix, at first I was kind of, like, put off by it, because I'm like, oh, man, Justin, you know me a little bit. Like, we're not, like, friends or nothing, but I've talked to him enough times where he knows my name. But I think he was in a hurry and everything, and, you know. But now I think it's funny. Now I think it's funny. I mean, Justin's a really cool guy. I don't know if I ever told you the story, but I actually know somebody that played Street Fighter against him way back in the day. This stream's going to be a total wash. Yo, what up, Alice? I actually have to just take a brief bathroom break. I know I just started, but let me just get my my posts done, and then I'm gonna run to the little boy's room real quick. But yeah, let me just get this done. But I'll tell you this story. I know somebody who, without realizing it, met Justin Wong back in the day and played Street Fighter against him. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go visit the office real quick. I'll be right back. Gondor. us! Ride into ruin! Death! 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 I'm back. Sorry it took so long. It do be like that sometimes. Okay, so... Hey, Gray. So many NFTs? Nasty fucking thing. No, she got traded for NFTs, though, right? Alright, I'm taking a look. Local madman killing dragons, too angry to die. Is he friend or foe? Khajiit is probably high again. Is he drunk? Nice. So I knew this dude Joe, and Joe was a really interesting dude because he was what's known as a congenital, I'm trying to remember the exact phrasing, congenital quadruple amputee, which means he was born without hands or feet. And what the dude chose to do with his life was nothing short of amazing because, you know, like at that point you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want, right? Nobody's going to tell you otherwise, because imagine telling somebody with no hands and no feet what they can and can't do. It's just rude, right? He chose to be a painter, and I don't mean painting houses, I mean like painting portraits, and he was really good too, and doing martial arts, which he was also really good at. So, it was kind of funny. I was like, you were just like, I ain't gonna stop for fucking shit. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. No hands, no problem, right? So anyway, we were talking about fighting games and Street Fighter. This was like back when, right around when Street Fighter 4 was a new game. It didn't just come out, but Super Street Fighter 4 was coming out. And he was interested in the game, but his issue was the controller. He was able to play with an Xbox controller, and I saw him do it once. He would just like plant the thing between his knees and like use his stubs to manipulate everything. And he could warn someone caught these hands and now he's got nothing to lose. There you go. Yeah, he would laugh at that. Anyway, so, but the thing is, like with fighting games that use 6 buttons and some of the buttons are on the top, it can be kind of difficult. And we were talking about, you know, this is like the one time I recommended somebody get a fight stick, because I was like, well, you used to play in the arcade, right? And there was no problem. He says, yeah, the Xbox controller I kind of struggle with because, you know, no fingers, but in the arcade I was dope. And, you know, I said, well, why don't you get a fight stick? And, you know, and then he got taken advantage of, though. He went to GameStop and tried to buy a fight stick, and they just sold him an Xbox controller that had like the Street Fighter logo on it. And I said, this isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about one of those big things that looks like the arcade controls. You know, he got taken for a ride there. But anyway, we were exchanging arcade stories, and it turns out that not only did he meet Justin Wong back in the day, right, but played Street Fighter 2 against him. And it was like, you know, it was like in Chinatown in New York City, and I was like, well, that's where he's from. He's in like fucking Canada now, but yeah. And I was like, did you win? And he's like, oh no, this guy kicked my ass. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like Justin. He don't care if you got no hands, small child or whatever. If he's playing Street Fighter against you, you're gonna lose, you know? You're gonna learn today, as they say. There's that famous clip of him playing Mortal Kombat against a child. And not only did he go full tilt, but he was doing the most irritating thing somebody could do, is just spamming projectiles. And the kid is like, come on, stop doing that, stop doing that. And he's like, you're gonna learn today. Welcome to the real world, you're gonna learn today. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to hell for that. I was like, that's funny, though. Alright, though. We're going to start. We're going to dispense with the intro because it's PowerWash Sim and I already got the music playing for Tomb Raider. No sense in stopping the music just to play the intro and then restarting it, right? Let's just head over to this one, I believe. That's the one? Yeah? We're pressing correct buttons today. And, yeah. So, It's in here, Tomb Raider. So it looks like we're about a quarter of the way through the Tomb Raider. A little less than a quarter, actually, but, you know. Here we go. Lara Croft's obstacle. And the quad... I have never heard the term quad bike before. Somebody gonna have to explain to me how something could be a quad and a bike. Right? And then when I looked... I'm gonna go there again to show you guys. The thing is goddamn tiny. Yeah, what a notion. Pressing buttons that are the correct buttons in correct sequence. Clicking on things in the right order? What? As you can see, I already did start this. But I was just blown away. Like, okay, here's the obstacle course, right? I could see Lara. I could just see her flipping through all this, right? And you have to clean the bike, the quad. It's not a bike. It's a quad. At the end. And I get to it, and it's like... Look at this thing. This is for a child, right? Can you see Lara Croft on this thing? It's small. It's really small. Is Lara Croft just really petite? Yeah, it's a Power Wheels ATV. It's not that much bigger than the toy car in the first location level, in the backyard level. Alright, so I guess we're starting at obstacle 5 here. Alright, that's not something we need to clean. I'm gonna need to get up there, though. Master Chief would crush it trying to sit on it. Like, is Lara just really tiny? She's 5'6". That is small. That is small. She's small. Okay, but still, it looks like it's made for a little girl, right? Somebody under 5 feet. It's just kind of wild that, like, I don't know. I always kind of imagine Lara Croft as being just average height, right? Samus is really tall, I bet, right? Because she's got the Chozo DNA. Maybe she has nieces and nephews. Yeah, maybe it's... Hold on, maybe it's like her quad from when she was a kid, and now... The kid... And now she, I don't know, let's see. Where does she mention it? An obstacle course may seem an eccentric choice for the grounds of an archaeologist, but not all archaeologists like to sit around and dust off artifacts in a museum. Yeah, she didn't mention the quad. Yeah, Samus is a tall drink of water. Quadricycle at least makes sense. Right? Just call them quads, though, for simplicity's sake, but quad bike... Bike means 2. As in 2 wheel, right? Quad means 4. I'm expecting this thing to have 6 wheels. I don't mean to be a pedant, but, you know, languages are the way they are for a reason. Words have meanings. Just make up a new word for it, right? Get the underside. Yeah, but either Lara is just tiny, which I guess we learned that she is kind of small, or that's the kid's thing, right? A Zooter? What? Zoot Suit Riot? Throw back a bottle of beer? Hole. Oh my. Running, jumping, swinging, climbing, the essential repertoire for an adventurer. Indeed. Constantly honing my skills is the difference between finding a relic and becoming one myself. I wonder if Indiana Jones has something like this at his house, right? No ATVs at all. I remember my mother being very against that. I mean, not we lived in the city anyway, but she was like their death traps kind of thing. In the original continuity, she was 5'11". That's even, yeah. So in other words, for the reboot, she grew 2 inches. I guess she is just petite, but it's just kind of wild that it looks that small. Like, honestly, like I said, that doesn't look like something any adult could fit on. How am I gonna... Oh, like this. Okay. Oh, she shrunk. Oh, I was looking at Samus's height. You're right. Yeah, she's 5'6". So she shrank 5 inches. That's wild. They made her small. I heard it's not a bad one either, Gray. It's got... The reviews aren't, like, amazing or anything, but they're decent. For Dial of Destiny, you know? What is that I cleaned? A pin? Huh, look at that. Oh my god, from a barbed wire fence. Alright. I need a ladder. Ladder. They're getting bigger. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I just always thought... You know what it is? Because Lara Croft's the hero. And man or woman, you always think of the hero as being tall. But also, like, back when it was on PlayStation, you know, like, most characters were around the same height, so you didn't see, like, too many height differences, right? Not a skilled driver. Oh, Gunny, you've got to stop. Hey. I don't think I'm actually cleaning the rope part. I think it's just the boxes. Unless you're Mario, Sonic, or Mega Man. Well, you know, Sonic is not human. Mega Man don't grow anyway. He's a robot, right? But Mario... So this is interesting because a lot of people have noticed this with the release of trailers for the new Mario game, Super Mario Wonder, as well as the Mario RPG remake. People are saying, you know, Mario looking kind of short, right? That he seems to have been shrunk down a bit. So the internet, being wholesome at times, has decided, yeah, that's cool. Mario has his short... They're calling it his short king design. Right? It don't matter if he's short. He's still gonna score with Peach. It's quiet. Too quiet. Too quiet on the Western Front. He was pretty chill about the fireworks. He never is... He's not too bothered by them. He doesn't want to be outside during it. But he's not really bothered by fireworks. Thunder bothers him. But fireworks, not so much. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't seen Luigi... Well, actually, we saw Luigi in Super Mario Wonder, but I don't remember if I saw, like, if he was, like, taller than Mario. I mean, he should be a little taller than Mario. But I didn't remember. But I don't think they showed him in Mario RPG. He's a pretty minor character in Mario RPG, anyway. Only appears at the end, really. Waluigi's a lanky motherfucker. And you don't realize how tall he is because he's always, like, hunched over, and... He's just a long mofo. Yeah, it makes sense. But if you look at, like, what do you call it? like New Super Mario Brothers, right? Those games we pretty much had the same design from the first New Super Mario Brothers all the way down to U Deluxe, right? And then you look at Mario Wonder, they definitely took a few inches off, right? Okay, is there anything on this part that's not clean now? I think I got it all. Yeah, it looks like I got it all. Alright. Let's put this here. Oh god. It just keeps going, huh? Oh, but I could just totally jump up here and... Kinda? There we go, we got it. Alright, I think for this we're gonna wanna... It's so close. Tool. You know who's like the shortest Nintendo character is Captain Olimar. He's an inch tall, apparently. They kind of fudge a lot of the heights for Super Smash Brothers because it would be ridiculous if Olimar was literally an inch tall, and even Kirby towered over him. But that's like his official height. Okay. I think Kirby, they refer to him as 3 apples tall. So just stack 3 apples on top of each other, and that's Kirby. That's his height, at least. But it's interesting the way that they can do that they can just like fudge the heights for Smash Brothers. Kirby is an elder. He's pretty much an elder god, right? Like they can fudge the heights all they want, right? But their whole thing about Ridley was he's too big for Smash, right? They finally put him in, and they even made a joke about it. Ridley makes the big time, right? But it's like, dude, how can you sit there and say he's too big for Smash when y'all shrinking Bowser down and you know what I mean? You shrink Bowser down, you made Sonic bigger. You know, it's like, come on, you know none of that matters. Smash Brothers isn't using official heights. He's 3 apples tall, but 30 parsecs deep. He's a, what do you call it? He's like a TARDIS. Anyway, Kirby is a singularity. Kirby strikes me as the type of being that, like, you're like, oh, he's friend-shaped, he's so cute, right? And yeah, you'd want him to be your friend. You really don't want him to be your enemy. He's a Dyson sphere. That's not really a good choice here. Kirby divided by 0? Yeah. People are like, it's impossible to divide by 0, and Kirby's like, I do that every day. What are you talking about? That's how I eat. Motherfucker. Not only did I divide by 0, but I trisected the angle, and I even carried the 0 somehow. This one's a little more intricate than the previous ones. Kirby squared the circle. What was that line from Penny Arcade? I'm gleaming the cube. Whatever that means, Kirby did it. He gleamed the cube. One of the characters said that after, like, drinking absinthe or something, you know? Alright. Is there, like, a second ladder somewhere? I think a second ladder would make this doable. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't need a second ladder. I know how to deal with this. Oh, it's skateboard lingo? I had no idea. Whoa, where did I put it? Oh, okay, that's not what I was going for. I'm too close to the thing that... This ain't going well. Can I put it back here? Hold on, I think I know how to do this. Alright, just then jump over here. grab that and then put that there. There we go. Now, because I'm just trying to get like there, you know. Well, she said it was the English weather that did this. She said the English weather did this to the obstacle course, and for the quad, she did it. I guess she was, you know, off-roading. Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Oh, it's like a tiny bit that I can't... Damn ladder's in the way. There we go. We got it. Okay. I'm gleaming the cube. I didn't know. I thought it was some nonsense because it was something that like either Taika or the other one, Gabe, said while like drunk or something. Like, woo, I'm gleaming the cube. And it just sounded like complete nonsense to me, so I thought it was complete nonsense. I didn't know it was skateboard lingo. I never understood skateboard lingo because it's like it's all like normal terms mixed with complete nonsense. It's like, all right, so are you like normal or goofy? Like what? Goofy. Your mother's goofy. Kirby can go warp 11. The fake grunge lingo, yeah. Okay, so EB, since you know what it like came from, do you know what it means to gleam the cube? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, kick flip. Okay, you kick it, you flip it. It makes perfect sense, right? Ollie? Not so sure what Ollie is, right? I mean, I kind of know what it is from like video games and such, but like, why do they call it that? Who knows? Maybe some guy named Ollie invented it. Oh, you know what? I gotta get over here is what it is, I think. No, not so much. Aha! There we go, we got it. Pushing it to the limit? Oh, okay. Push it to the limit one more time. This damn bracket. There we go. When in doubt, start jumping. Alright. That really does sound like that fake grunge shit, right? Christian Slater was in a movie. You know what? That should be a meme. And I'll tell you why. Because you can literally tell me that Christian Slater was in a movie called, and then you can just come up with the biggest nonsense ever, and I would believe you. Right? They were like, yeah, Christian Bale... Christian Bale. Christian Bale. Not Christian Bale. He wouldn't do that movie. Christian Slater was in a movie called Felching Spiders 101 in the late 90s, and you'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. It's like, oh, Christian Slater, you were great in Felching Spiders 101. He's like, I didn't do that movie called that. I don't think that exists. Like, I'm pretty sure it does. And you were in it. Like, I don't know, maybe I did a lot of cocaine, you know. Like, he wouldn't know. You think he keeps track of all the movies he's been in? Yeah, Christian Bale. I keep saying Christian Bale. Christian Slater was great in the quest for the Golden Giraffe's 3 testicles. In the end, the real testicles were the friends he made along the way. That's real. You could look it up on IMDb. It's there. Probably. The critics weren't too fond of it, but, you know. He was the Titanic in Titanic 5, The War of Years, 2002. Yeah, I didn't see that, but you know, heard it was good. Better than Titanic 4, anyway. He kind of phoned it his performance in Debbie Does the Fort Worth Metro, though. I mean, because they wouldn't let him play Debbie. He was going to be a trailblazer, and they said no. No, but really, you know, the joke is just that he's done a lot of movies, and a lot of them are kind of obscure and weird, you know. And you kind of wonder why he was such a big star, when if you look at the majority of his work, it is weird shit. He didn't have a whole lot of, like, leading man roles. And even the ones he did were kind of strange, you know, where he's doing this, like, baby Jack Nicholson vibe, you know. There was a joke about him on Beavis and Butthead where I'm watching some video and there's some girl in it, and Butthead says something like, I think she was doing it with that Christian Slater dude. Like, yeah, you like Christians? Later, dude. Beavis, that wasn't funny. I'm actually thinking about making some slight changes to the course to help me learn some new moves. Small hop, army crawling, and a new super jump that I'd like to do whilst running. I feel like they're using this to promote the fact that she'd have new moves in the next game. I'm also practicing flattening myself against walls and peering around corners so I can monitor a PowerWash's progress without being seen. Well, I mean, you could do that in the old PlayStation games, so... Yeah, they're like, what? I was in that movie? I must have been high as hell, yeah. There was kind of a joke like that in the movie Being John Malkovich, where people kept referring to John Malkovich as playing a jewel thief in a movie, and he's like, I was never a jewel thief. And they're like, yeah, you were the jewel thief in that movie. And he's like, no, I never played a jewel thief. And it kept coming up. Like, multiple characters kept bringing that up. He was in Star Trek 6. That is true. Also known as one of the really good ones. Not that there were that many really bad Star Trek movies. 5 was pretty fucking bad, though. To the point where it was like, it took the series having an anniversary for them to commit to doing a 6th one. I'm cleaning Lara Croft's box. Shatner demands tribute. I can't even say that that was entirely his fault. I mean, it's easy to blame him because he's kind of a shitter, but the studio is just not playing ball with Shatner on that one, you know? And it did have some good performances, especially from DeForest Kelley. It just wasn't a great movie. Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story with Jerry Seinfeld. I love that that sounds so fake, but actually kind of plausible, right? That could exist, right? It kind of was a comedy, if you look at it. I mean, because you had scenes like Scotty saying he knows the ship like the back of his head, or something like that, and then he immediately smashes his head on a bulkhead and passes out because he wasn't looking where he was going. It was like, okay, so Star Trek 4 was kind of a comedy. I didn't really like 4 as much as most people did, but at least the comedy parts were kind of funny. 5 was just, yeah, like I said, it had some good performances, there were some good moments, it had potential, but it just wasn't good in the end. In your end, Innuendo. Alright. Uh-huh. Box. Alright, I'm gonna have to hold the button, huh? The Pop-Tart movie's real? I thought you were just making up another... Wow. That's funny. I said it could be real, like I would believe it, and y'all were like, nah, that's real. That's... I looked that shit up. I think I have to get up there. Alright. I'll do this again. Yeah. Just do this while I'm here. That's wild. Why is Seinfeld in it? Wait, why wouldn't he be? Right? Okay. Ah. Hey, Fungi Gal, how's it going? Now, okay, you're not a first-time chatter. Did you go by another name? Because I do not recognize the name. How are you doing? Here we go. I'm gonna drop down to here. Oh God, chill. I am not Lara Croft. I do not need to be doing this shit. The funny, I mean, if it's funny, why wouldn't you tell the truth if it's funny? I don't know what it's talking about. Oh God, and down I go. Alright, cool. Where's the ladder? I'll try something different. Oh, there's no place to put the ladder over here. That's great. Alright, so let's try going up here. Oh, yeah, of course, yes, you are a retirement. There we go, there we go. Well, I could probably switch back to this. I'm just gonna, can I walk across this? Okay. I mean, that's what it's there for, right? But yeah, did you have another name, Fungi Gal? Because it didn't flag you as first-time viewer, or first-time chatter, I should say, and I don't recognize the names. Pussy Island, directed by Zoe Kravitz. That is a choice. All right, that's clean. That's clean. That's clean. This is not. This block's not clean. Somewhere on this block. Oh, you are definitely not useless as a mod. I know you're in pain with the arm and everything, but you're not useless as a mod. I have not streamed Oblivion, but perhaps you mean Morrowind? They did play Morrowind not too long ago. Ah, I found the filth. Filth, Floor, and filth. There we go. Okay. Alright. Filth, Floor, and filth. This one's not clean. Yeah, Morrowind, that was a fun run. Went on and on for a little while, but you know, that's the Elder Scrolls for you. Hoping Starfield is as good as it looks. Yeah, I do want to do Oblivion at some point, that is true. Hey, alright, okay. Filth, floor, and filth. Alright, let's see. Clean, clean, clean. Oh, not clean. Alright, this bottom box has some filth. I found the filth. Hey, alright, sweet. Alright, clean, not clean, not clean. Okay. Gotta be over here, right? Hey, alright. Sweet, okay. That clears that whole obstacle. That's checking the baseboards here. Lara Croft should invest in some tarps. Alright. That would make things easier for her. It wouldn't get so dirty. Alright, this one's not so large. I could probably get up it like just like this, yeah. I don't know any like pressure washers IRL that do all this like acrobatic shit. They might use a ladder, right? But I don't think they're going to be doing all this. They probably, yeah, oh, you'd definitely bust your ass. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this in the game if it didn't have a complete lack of fall damage. I mean, the fact that you can't get damaged in this game in any way, and that it's not dangerous to just jump off a roof, it makes you kind of bold. In real life, I'm kind of scared of heights, you know? I mean, the fact that the tri-tip nozzle is like a spazer, it's official. We need Metroid DLC, right? This is Tomb Raider. We have a Final Fantasy DLC. There's a SpongeBob one. They've announced a few other things. It's time to clean off Samus's ship and like her suit and maybe some stuff that's covered in like alien guts and something. I don't know. And then she could message you like, hey, that thing you're using is kind of like a spazer. They'd make it Switch exclusive. You're right, they would. Alright, never mind all that. Never mind all that. I mean, I could emulate Switch, but I'm not going to play a game like this with a controller. Like, I am sorry. Oh, by the way, I saw the way that they handled the invisible car from the SpongeBob DLC in a video. And apparently it is invisible, it's just you can only see the dirt. So as you're cleaning it off, you're seeing less and less of it. Hey now, there we go. Sloped wall. That was very forgiving. Lara's like, how'd you do that magic shit? So no one can clone them again. Yeah, you're right? Yeah, but Samus is a Metroid now, right? And she can crawl in the new games, so finally Metroid can crawl. So when you wonder those things, like those important questions, like why can't Metroid crawl, Nintendo's been hearing you. Well, Mercury Steam has been hearing you, at least. What? She's a Metroid now? And she can crawl? Yeah, the next step is making Link into Zelda. Link will finally be Zelda. They should just make a game where you play as Zelda, like not like one of those shitty CDI games, but like an actually good game where you play as Zelda and just call it The Legend of Link. Are they gonna add Space Pirate DNA to... I mean, I don't see why not, right? We found out that her dad's a Chozo, she's part Metroid, she's part human. Maybe her mom had some little bit of Space Pirate DNA in there, right? Oh, by the way, okay, so I found out something interesting about Iconoclast, since we just finished that not too long ago. So, I had made the connection while playing the game that the character Mina was gay, right? But it didn't strike me why her mother is such a piece of shit about it. And then I realized it's because she comes from that culture that worships procreation. All her non-human DNA was spliced into her. Yeah, it's true. That's true. But sometimes you can splice DNA the fun way. But not with a pig and an elephant. Don't you know that song by Loverboy? Do 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 do. Pig and an elephant DNA just won't splice. That'll be a new form, right? Like where the morph ball can't fit, she could turn into green goop and just liquid her way in there. And that's the real backstory of the Ooze, starring Christian Slater. Yes, I'm like, why is Mina's mom such a damn bitch? And I realize it's because she's not going to be having kids, probably, right? She's not going to procreate. And her mom's like, why are you doing this to me? It amazed me how much more deep Iconoclast was than what I expected. That's the secret. You know what? The Secret of the Ooze is that the movie The Secret of the Ooze was so fucking overrated. People are like, oh yeah, the third Turtles movie sucked, but the first two were good. And I'm like, well, the first one was good. Alright. The first one was good. Second one, sus. There was a joke on Penny Arcade back in the day. They never made one. Understandable. About Samus. And it was like, the two characters were like, hey, how'd your date with Samus go? Like, terrible? Like, what do you mean terrible? She's hot, and she does the ball thing, and like first of all, that suit doesn't come off. The ball thing hurts. It's like fucking a dump truck. I'm not into that. You know, honestly, that could be the plot of a Metroid game right there. That they try to clone Samus, and then like the clones are like crazy fuck shit, and she has to like destroy them all. That's a Metroid game right there, right? They take over a planet, and they're like eldritch abominations and shit. Fusion, yeah, Fusion did have shades of Alien Resurrection in it. You know, being better than Alien Resurrection. It's funny, my least favorite Alien movie, my favorite Metroid game. Alright. He's like, what about Super Metroid? Yeah, that one's good too. I don't have to worship Super Metroid. I could like Fusion better. It's allowed. Dun, dun. Now it's from this side I gotta do. Oh, hey, John McKinney, how's it going? Well, okay, so for the longest time, I had this joke of that I would say, it's only half a joke because I'm kind of being serious, but I would say to June, there are only 3 Alien movies, right? And the thing is, June knows that I don't like Alien 3. Like, I'm on record just hating that movie, and June kind of tolerates Alien 3, whereas I just think it's terrible. So anyway, I would say there are only 3 Alien movies. Alien, Aliens, and Prometheus. You know, we're skipping over everything else. And then, I remember when I went to see Alien Covenant in the theater, and I came home and I said to June, the first thing I said was, good news! There are now 4 Alien movies! What am I missing on this? Maybe it's like back here. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go, we got it. Also back here, oh, now it's clean. Alright, I do have to take a quick pee break, and I know I already went to the bathroom once, but you know, it do be like that sometimes. And this, I always wind up having to take multiple bathroom breaks during Power Wash Simulator because of the constant shh. So I'll be right back, guys. No, it's Federation Force. Oh, shit. How badly I screwed up. Let's see how bad it is. Alright, not only did I smack it and it went up, but it also froze. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. Prime 2 over Prime 1 and 3? Interesting. Planks. I didn't know Lara Croft was into planking. But she probably does it as exercise, not some meme. Lara pooped all over. You know, there wasn't a level in this where the dirt was canonically poop, Greg. This is, she did say this was the weather that caused this. Oh, hello. Alright, we got all the planks. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I already did the top of this? Really? Oh, dope, okay. Yeah, there was a poop-nado. Just think, if that happened in the winter, there'd be poopsicles. This part of the soundtrack sounds like Star Wars. I keep expecting it to be like da na 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 na, you know? Poopnado in the winter would mean sideways poopsicles, you're right. Santa's workshop, that could be something, right? Ho ho ho, motherfucker. Just cleaning the elf jizz off of everything. Incidentally, I was recommended your services by a mutual friend. I have a mutual with Lara Croft. Time to find out who it is, right? Please say who it is. They provided invaluable help on my journeys for a number of years, but now they've gone their way and I've gone mine. Ho! Wait, is this a joke like it's the player, the person playing the game? I believe they're helping you now, so do say hi. It is. She's talking about, like, literally me. Not me, the power washer, but me, the guy waving a mouse around. Ha ha ha. Mr. and Mrs. Pitalit would be really interesting on film. Jack Black, no, and I'll tell you why. He'd be too good. Right? He would be too good. I don't think Jason Alexander is right either, even though I think he's a great actor. It's gotta be somebody like... Okay, bear with me here. Imagine if it was J.K. Simmons. Bobcat Goldthwait? That works too. You know, Superman, I was, just messing with you, man, and then you're like all aggro on me. I like that idea. That's cool. That house from... I want to know what the parents did. Like, what was their job in Home Alone? Because that house was fucking huge. Yeah. Listen, Superman, I need pictures of Spider-Man. He'd be like, who's Spider-Man? Never mind, wrong universe. No, I mean, J.K. Simmons actually does really good voices and stuff. Did you know that he's the yellow M&M? And he has been the yellow M&M since the 90s? Santa? That's J.K. Simmons. He is jacked. I remember when that picture came out of him in the gym with his big-ass muscles and shit. And he was on some, I think Conan O'Brien, one of those shows, right? And they said, like, is that real? Is that Photoshop, or is that really you? And he, like, lifted up his sleeve and showed, like, he really just does have big muscles. He said he initially did it for a role, and then found out that he just likes bodybuilding. I feel like Gilbert did play Mr. and Mrs. Pitalik in a animated outing, you know? I feel like he did. I could be wrong, though. In the yeah, okay, I thought so. The cartoon from the 90s, because I seem to remember, you're like, oh, Superman, you foiled me again. You know? But it's funny that, like, he's actually a really talented actor who can play a variety of different roles, but everybody looks at him and is like, pictures of Spider-Man, come on! You know, like, everybody thinks of him as J. Jonah Jameson. Because you can't imagine anybody else in that role. Can I get through this? Okay. Jack Black for Catwoman? Oh, I don't know. I don't think we're ready to replace Zoe Kravitz just yet. She was so good. Jack Black. He's like, that'd be like, who the hell are you supposed to be? I'm Catwoman, Holmes. Don't you think I'm sexy? Yeah, I kinda do. But I'm still taking you to jail. Alright, that's fair. Can we stop for a Junior Bacon Cheese on the way? And then of course he's like, Batman, can you spot me? I don't have any money. God, that's wrong. Yeah, absolutely. If Gilbert Gottfried was still with us, it has to be him, right? Maybe it's the yes, of course. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get up there! Alright, never mind. Oh, I got up there. Oh, hold on, the playlist stopped. Let me tell it that I'm not asleep. Oh, it's finished. Alright, let me play Shadow of the Tomb Raider then. Stop. Hey, look, you may have placed that cursed moving picture in my head, but then I fleshed it out and put it back into your head. I'm Catwoman, Holmes. What do you think of the costume? I was apprehensive about him being Bowser, and then when I heard the voice that he did for Bowser, I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. He did a good job. Of course, with the news of the reboots of the Lord of the Rings coming out and everything, we know the role that Jack Black was born to play is, of course, Tom Bombadil. Tell me I'm wrong. That he wouldn't be the absolute perfect Bombadil. Because, I mean, he's got the big bushy beard, he can sing, he's a good actor, he's funny, you know what I mean? He's born to be Bombadil. Did you know that he almost played Green Lantern? So, they tried to get Green Lantern off the ground as a movie several times before they did the Ryan Reynolds movie, right? They tried to do it with Eddie Murphy at one point, because it was going to be a comedy, like, right off the back of Superman 3 with Eddie Murphy as Green Lantern. The thing is, the fan reaction to Superman 3 wasn't great, so they said, well, maybe we're taking this whole comic thing a little too literally, right? So they scrapped that idea. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, he's just there. He's everywhere. But there was a point where they wanted to do Green Lantern where he wouldn't have been playing like one of the established characters. But he would have been like, the idea was like a Green Lantern ring comes for like a guy who's like a total loser and a slacker, and it would be a comedy with Jack Black. And he was excited to do it, but once again, the fan reaction to the idea was really poor, and it wound up getting scrapped. Plus the fact that the premise was quote-unquote borrowed, let's say, pretty shamelessly from the comic Major Bummer. I think they might as well just have made a movie about Major Bummer. Major Bummer was actually a real big failure of a comic, even though everybody liked it, nobody bought it. I was just waiting for him to be Bombadil, right? That's the perfect role for him. Alright, I'll check it out. Alright, great, we'll see you around. Jack Black is literally the only human that never needs any context for me. I could see him going anywhere and doing anything. Like if I got abducted by aliens and saw him just wandering around the spaceship putting bugle chips on his fingers to make it look like he has claws, I'd just be like, that's some classic Jack Black right there, and not even question it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, oh yeah, he's doing his thing. It's like, check it out, bugle claws. You know, I never liked those bugles. They taste funny to me. Something weird about the way they taste. They have a weird taste and a weird aftertaste. Like, I don't know, just not the kind of snack chip that I prefer. But you're right about the aftertaste, though, because like not only do they taste funny to me, but then like you burp later, and it's like, ugh, the hell is that? Bet you it's like, yeah. All right, cool. King Lear or Leonardo? Okay. I mean, he has proven that he can do serious roles. I don't know if he goes as serious as King Lear, but as long as it doesn't wind up like Krusty's King Lear. Alright, cool. You know how to make a King Lear? Put the Queen in a bikini! And they proclaim him the worst King Lear in 400 years. Hey now. Alright, I'm gonna need a ladder. Wait, is there more than one ladder? Because that was laying there. I guess there must be more than one ladder. We had 77%, yo. Whoa, okay. We're about to get another text from Lara Croft. They are to corn chips as munchos are to potato chips. Okay. I don't know what munchos are. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what they look like. Let's see. Munchos. They're from Frito-Lay. Oh, those are weird. Those are weird looking. They kind of look like Pringles that didn't make it into the can. Oh, there you go. Yeah, like these are the Pringles, like malformed Pringles. Instead of throwing them out, they just put them in a bag. And they're Munchos. They're just as good. And you're like, yeah, they're really not. They're extremely greasy. Well, it's all like Pringles. As fun as it is, I must admit to a twinge of guilt every time I see that quad bike. Stop calling it a quad bike, Lara. I must have driven Winston round the bend with my perpetual tire marks through the manor. You were like the kid from The Shining, huh? Go like this. I wrote it everywhere. I even got it onto the roof on one occasion. Okay, that's impressive. You'll find a rewards as nudes of Mark. Oh, well. Many a 90s bro will be excited, right? Yeah, it sounds like it's hers from when she was a kid. She's finally getting around to having it cleaned. I don't know how you got it on the roof. That is impressive. Maybe calling it a quad bike is like a very extremely British thing. Alright, like how they call trucks lorries. Hear that in Call of Duty, like Captain Price yelling, "Get in the lorry!" And I'm like, what? Oh, truck, gotcha. Get in the lorry! It's like, Captain Price, I don't have time for your baby talk. Tell me where to go. People are shooting at us. Well, that was our last text from Laura, and we're almost at 90%, so the rest of us is going pretty quickly. Take this weird... Oh, it's a zip line. Get to the chopper. Get your ass to Mars. Come on, the bridge is out! Hey now. Wait, hold on. Alright, cool. My ass doesn't want to go to Mars. Whoa. Gotta find a good angle for that. Can we just do it from below? Below. Yeah, right. That's the zip line. Alright, so... So it's in here, so that's not clean. Yeah, my ass doesn't want to go to Mars, and the rest of my body's ambivalent about Mars. I don't know why I sound like Seinfeld all of a sudden. What's the deal with that? Damn it. You know what it is? I need to replace the mouse. But I put off getting one just because I really like this mouse. You know what I mean? Like, it's really comfortable, and I'm like, am I going to find one as good as this? The wheel's kind of really fucked up, and that's why I have difficulties choosing nozzles sometimes. But, yeah, I put off getting it because it's like, I don't know, it was a really cheap mouse. I'll give you that, right? But it's just really good. I like it. It's mostly functional. Mostly. But I probably should replace it. But yeah, the wheel's not as functional as it could be. Like, the wheel kind of broke at one point. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to find this exact one. I should just look, right? I should just, like, go on, like Walmart.com or something and look. Because I got it at Walmart, believe it or not. That's not clean. Hey, now it is. Alright, I know what I must do here. Hey now. Well, okay, don't be doing that. Can I kind of just, yeah. Can I put it here? No, oh, I can put it here. Hey now. That's clean. Alright, that's all clean then. Oh, different color. That's like Malibu Stacy coming out with a new hat, right? She's got a new hat. I want it, I want it, I want it, I need it. This is the last obstacle, ain't it? All these little dingles and dongles getting clean as I go over it. Dongle. Dongle. Meat curtains! That's not it. Beef curtains, Gene! I'm allowed to say that once a year on your birthday. Yeah, I could imagine that in real life, people spend a lot of money on like collecting dolls and stuff are a little bit more discriminating than Smithers was. A little longer. There we go. Not quite the Olong Johnson, but you know, it'll get the job done. I'm just saying, I know some guys. Gene is a hell of a character. That's all I can say, you know? I'm probably gonna have to get up on there, but for now I'm just doing all this. That we're at like 96%, we haven't even started the quad bike. Now see, now she's got me saying it. Quad bike. Just shows you how tiny it is. No, you've got me talking like you now. Stop, stop. I just came here to clean things. %, and I haven't even done the quad. Quad doesn't account for much in this level. Quadcopter. I kind of like that though. Because you understand what it is. Quad bike, I'm like, alright, which is it? Is it a quad or is it a bike? Like, what's the deal? Oh, didn't mean to press that. Maybe, damn it! Alright, there we go. It's like Katamari Damacy? Nice. Just the name is cute. Donut Country. Marge, we've got to step here. It's Donut Country. You have to... Phrasing? I've actually seen ads for mobile games kind of like what you're describing now. Yeah, you have to get it into a hole to make it bigger. Oh, yeah. Monkey Spank Simulator 2023. Boing. Yes, that was a good boing. Schlong is age-appropriate language. Hey, alright. Hey, alright. Well, there you go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like games advertised is basically what AB described, so I guess it's a popular style of game. Alright, I gotta get up on there. Ladder. Ladder! Hey now. Dude, watch me reach 99% before touching the friggin' bike. It's not a bike, it's a quad! Ah! Maybe not. Let's see what about. This isn't clean. Oh, neither is that. I got all that. Hey now. Clean, 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 not clean, clean. Alright, so it's just this one. Hey, and I'm at 99%. Well, at least it's that, where it's just, you just buy the game and then you have the entirety of the game, you know, none of that free-to-play trash. Where is the muff? Where is the muff? We're looking for the muff. Where is the muff? Boy, that's really, not showing me any dirt. Maybe I just go over it. Ah, well, somehow I got it. Okay, alright, let's do this. For something that takes up 1% or less, sure got a lot of intricate parts to it, right? This song is so obviously one of the many, many songs out there that's like Pachelbel's Canon in D. Alright, we're pretty much ready to start pressing these. Alright, obstacle 1 curbs. One of them is not complete, so we gotta go all the way back to obstacle 1. It's funny how this seems to completely surround her manor and we didn't see it when we were cleaning the manor. Funny that. It's that one. Clearly see the dirt, actually. Oh. Okay. And one of brackets at obstacle 6. Oh. Wrong home keys. Well, here's obstacle 6. Ah. Nice, okay. And 2 of the net pins, also at obstacle 6. I think these are here because they're nets. There we go. And framework at obstacle 8. Okay. Obstacle mines, net pins. Ah, here we are. Got it. Okay. Obstacle 11's banned? Oh, it's 10. I thought I saw something glowing, but... Banned? Wait. That. There we go. Alright, obstacle 11, 2 net pins. Obstacle 12's curb. What's this one? Ah, right there. And the quad bike footrest. Not this one. Oh, I see. Hey! You're gonna see the time lapse. The only thing about the bad thing about the time lapse is it's only from one angle, so you wind up not seeing a lot. But that's a pretty good angle, though. It shows most of it. I like how the credits for like the main game showed all the time lapses. I can't express how good it is to find someone who works to such an exacting standards. I can throw myself into my new training regime with confidence, knowing every grab and landing will be true. Many thanks, Laura. Lara Croft's Jeep and Motorboat. This is a smaller job, it looks like. In the courtyard, you will find my beloved Jeep and Motorboat. I bet a lot of people would like to motorboat her. The Bronski. I'm afraid they're both bearing the additional weight of our adventures together. And I'd like to give them the kind of deep clean their sterling service deserves. If you could trouble yourself one more time on my account, I'd be grateful. Oh, and do take extra care with the boat. There may still be the odd shard of Venetian window glass lurking here and there. Of course you were waiting for the motor. Who wouldn't make a comment like that? Come on. People who dislike breasts? Not a thing. Once again, a lot smaller than I had anticipated. Well, I mean, the Jeep's Jeep size, but the boat... Motorboats come in all kinds of sizes, but this is really tiny. Whoa, okay. Whoa. It's very strange, but when you share the kinds of experiences I have with my vehicles, you start to see them as almost as friends. The Jeep, for example, got me out of one almighty scrape in Karnak. And you wouldn't believe the spaces the boat can squeeze itself into. Phrasing. I can believe it, though, because this is a very small boat. The Anti-Titty Committee? That sounds like the Legion of Doom. The boat has made it up her ass? I don't know if she's saying that specifically, but she's definitely saying that. It's been in some tight spaces. Yeah, she's certainly not like saying it hasn't been up her ass. I think I need to switch this stubby. Strange, too, how these things always seem to find their way to you. Just when you need them the most. Just when you need a boat in your ass. I was stranded deep in the Valley of the Kings, desperate to give chase to a man who'd betrayed me when I stumbled upon a set of ignition keys among the rocks. I think this literally happened in one of the Tomb Raider games. Oh, I'm not trying to drive this then. So in other words, she stole somebody's boat. That's my takeaway. She's like, I'm an archaeologist. I'm all about stealing things. I think I'm gonna have to get down in it. I was above I just fucked it up. I was up above it. Now I'm down in it. Cockpit. She redistributed it, yeah. Trickle-down boatnomics. Oh, she could, but did she? There's the question, right? It probably belonged to some villain. Alright, Gunny, you can just not do that. That'd be great. Luckily for me, those keys belong to an empty Jeep. Oh, she stole the Jeep. Okay, cool. I say empty. I may have played some part in the emptying process. You killed a guy and took his Jeep. She's like, shoots a guy. I was like, wow, I found an empty Jeep. Oh, hold on, my phone's ringing. Hello? I'll be right there. In the front or? Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Mom can't figure out how to door, so I'll be right back. Open the door. She liberated the Jeep from some asshole that she shot in the face with a bow and arrow. Alright, I return. I just thought of something. Like, if it was the boat that she murdered a guy and took, that would be like, boat murdered. She's like, I may have emptied it. So, okay, got it. You murdered someone, took their boat. Look, as long as you're paying me for this job. Is there gonna be blood in the Jeep? Wonder why they're closed so much. Alright, I think we may have finished the boat. Wait, no. Should I go back up here and look at other things? It looks like this whole... Oh. You're what? Robbity bop bop bop. This damn deck trim isn't clean. I probably should use this one. No, not that. This one. It is against our religion to make pizza on a Sunday. Aha. Damn, bro, this, whatever the hell it's called, it still ain't clean. The water valve, that's not what I'm looking at. It's just saying hull. It was its own thing. Deck trim. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's hit up this Jeep. And you know, like, what? You mean you close on a major holiday that people like to order food on? You know, like, it just seems weird. I guess their business is so good they could afford to close on major holidays like that, right? And I'll never forget the purring engine and thumping beat that blasted out as soon as I turned the key. That guy that I murdered had good taste in music. Clearly, the Desert Warrior who previously owned it was both a first-rate mechanic and a huge fan of techno. Desert Warrior. It's like that gag from The Simpsons about Ray's Pizza. Which Ray's? Original Ray's or Famous Ray's? Famous Ray's, of course. What do you think this shit is? 69. Nice. This is the closest anybody's come to 69ing with Lara Croft on Twitch. Nobody else has ever come this close. Boing. Yeah. Cody never tells us the cool teen slang like boing. Yeah, boing. Boing. Whoa. Your mom has wood. How does your dad? Maybe they'll score. I would have felt bad for Cody if he wasn't such a butthole. Yeah, like freaking triangles there. As for the motorboat, I have no idea who the original owner was. They seem to be $2 a penny over there. Get 2 motorbikes for a penny? So you're telling us the original owner wasn't into techno? In 90s Venice, you could jump out of a motorboat into the canal, dive under a lock, and just find another just the same on the other side. You're making fun of the old Tomb Raider games. That's funny. It amazed me that so many people were like really like wanting to see like Lara Croft nude back then when, like you said, it was like just pyramid titties. And Hurl never saw his PlayStation ever again. Oh, come on. God damn it. You tell me nobody got boat murdered. But his name was Hurl. That's canon now. I remember when Tomb Raider 2 came out, like the developers actually leaked out a nude code. Obviously it didn't make her naked, it just made her explode and you lost a life. You gotta admit, that shit's funny. And it was him, Horace, from the Department of Daldonic Devices. Yeah, and he wasn't too happy about all the sexualization, from what I understand. It was part of why he left the company after a while, because they were just insisting on making her a sex symbol, and he's just like, that's not what these games were supposed to be about. And they're like, well, that's what the fans decided they're about, so screw you and your hot sister. It was an even creepier one, though, where this one dude had a fighting game character that he based off of his daughter, who was like 16, and the advertisements were really fucking peevy. Like what you would see in like game magazines and shit. I forget the name of the game, though. Super Turbo Ass Ripper 64. Bend over. And somebody's got to test the Super Turbo Ass Ripper 64. And Horace is, you know, he's got a lot of experience with testing these devices. Yeah, that's probably where I learned it too, is from Bundy's channel, but yeah, neither do I. I'm having difficulty here. There we go. Okay. It's like, wow, you took this character that's like based on your daughter and gave her underboob and pimped her out to a bunch of horny teenagers who buy GamePro. Congratulations, Father of the Year. What an asshole. I need to get my stubby out. Boing. Oh my god, did she have that car lady? I wonder how much she regrets saying yes to Titmouse. All the comments in that video were calling her an asshole. Like, I never heard you say that before. I never needed to say it before. Okay, that console is not quite clean. That looks clean. Yeah, they really hated her, but who can blame them? That was pretty insufferable. You know? It's just a bunch of whack shit. I remember I showed that to my nephew, and he's like, oh, I've seen her. She used to do reviews, and I used to watch her, but then she stopped doing reviews, and I don't watch her anymore because she's annoying. It's like, yes. My 11-year-old nephew grew out of you, lady. You suck. Alright, everything's looking pretty clean. Right, over here. Alright. Who knows? Alright. The motorboat bow handles. I think these are these things, right? Yeah. Ugh. Let's try that again. I'm gonna launch instead. Ugh. Hey, alright. Motorboat deck trims, 2 of them. Yeah, I had difficulty with the deck trims. Let's try this. This is the trim of my deck. Oh, that Nostalgia Critic guy sucks. I don't even see why anybody watches him. He's been doing the same shtick for years, hasn't changed at all. He's unpleasant. And from what I understand, the dude who plays him is like kind of an unpleasant dickhole as well. Alright, that's one. God damn this stupid thing. Alright. Hey, alright, got it. The jet engine intakes. This thing has a jet engine? Oh, I found the intakes. Is it both of them or just the one? It was both. Alright. Hey, okay. Motorboat siren. There it is, okay. I thought I cleaned this thing. Apparently not. Oh, steering wheel wasn't cleaned. Alright, we got it. Jeep cargo bed separator. That sounds sexual. It's not, but it sounds sexual. It's the turbo ass separator 3000. I mean, they're all nitpickers. That's sort of the whole idea, is that it's nitpick. Wait, hold on. I can do something here? Oh, I can open the door? That makes things easier. I didn't realize you can open the door. Could probably open the other door as well. Hey now. This door is not clean now. Alright. Alright, one of the indicators. It's got to light up so I know which one. That one. 2 of the tires. Let's see. Yeah, the song sounds like my mom's ringtone. She's got this crazy like, thing going on. That's one. Alright, let's see. Tires clean. It's got to be this one. This tire is the last thing to be cleaned. Hey, alright, we did it. Let's see this. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? Hello. Astonishing work on the boat and Jeep as always. It's almost as if Venice and Karnak never happened. You washed all the blood off of the guy's Jeep who I murdered. You really are quite the wonder with that thing. Oh, the power washer, right. And your prudence is admirable. Thank you again. Croft Manor's maze? What? Okay. Thanks to you, preparations for my charity fundraiser are right on track. But a sudden revelations hit me. Partygoers are drawn to the hedge mazes like moths to a flame. While we've cut it all back to a manageable size, the contents are still a bit filthy and therefore a threat to all the immaculate evening gowns and tuxedos. I prefer our guests to have the highest bids up their sleeves, not mud and lichen. It's a tricky job, but you can give it your keen attention. It'll be a huge weight off my shoulders. I know you'll do an exceptional job as always, Laura. In the first level, I was mostly talking to Winston, and he was trapped in the freezer, we learned. So, we're cleaning a hedge maze. Well, not the hedges themselves, but like the ornamental stuff in the hedge maze. Bro, that's wild. Alright, let's... It may look daunting at first, but the maze design is quite straightforward. I'm sure you'll find your way around in no time. One quick note. In a recess, you'll find a hatch on the ground that leads to a hidden area in the middle of the maze. Do I need to clean that too? Like, go down into it and clean it? If you could clean there too, please, as I'm sure it'll get used come the night. You're gonna score in the hatch. I wonder if this is the last job of the DLC. Somebody said there was 6, right? I don't know how accurate that is, but somebody came in last week and said there was 6. So the manor, the obstacle course. So this is like there was the manor, there was the obstacle course, the Jeep and boat, that's one job, and this. So that's like 4. I don't know. I might be forgetting something. Long one. Five levels for Tomb Raider? Okay. So Manor... Somebody said 6. They must have been mistaken. Manor, obstacle course... Boat, Jeep, this, and then, like, I guess one more. Am I expected to get up on there? Because I haven't seen any, like, ladders or anything. Well, here's back where we were earlier. This is the front of the manor that I cleaned. Yeah, I don't think you have any, like, ladders or anything for this level. Oh, yeah, don't spoil it if you know what it is. I'm just wondering how many. Have you done the Tomb Raider one? I know you did Final Fantasy, but I also know you haven't, like, finished the main game, so I was wondering if you've done Tomb Raider. Just Final Fantasy? Okay. Makes sense. I got that one done. That one as well. Hey, alright. Sweet. So lattice is done, that's done. Okay, cool. Let's go this way. Weird gyroscope globe thing. She's like, don't worry, you won't get lost. Imagine if you did get lost, though. That'd be funny. You're like, Lara, I don't know where I am. It's clean, but I don't know how to get back out. Has anybody actually been in like a hedge maze or a corn maze or any sort of thing like that? I've never been in that kind of thing. You went in a corn maze as a kid? Was it cool, or? Because it seemed like it would be fun. But I've never even seen one. There were mice, wow, that makes sense, yeah. Alice has also been in a corn maze and said it was mid. Sarah said butt. Your butt's been in a corn maze? Whoa. I wonder you poop corn. Oh, a hay one. Okay. Nothing quite as fancy as this, I guess, right? Not some billionaire archaeologist adventurer from England. Get the front part too. That's some Harry Potter shit right there. Like, oh, it's moving? No, I'm good. I'll watch you do it. I'll get some popcorn. Yeah, she could. But she probably won't. Oh, come on. You're acting like there's not time travel in at least one of these, right? Isn't that what the Dial of Destiny does? Alright, so... Is there another way here, or is it just looping? Oh, no, there is another way. Cool. Aha, another archway to clean. I mean, I guess you could do Tomb Raider and Uncharted together, right? If you didn't want time travel involved. Says Nathan Drake is basically like, what if Lara Croft was a dude? And American? But somehow we'll get Tom Holland to play him. Tom Holland always seems to play Americans. It do be like that sometimes. Lovely dead end full of things to clean. Oh, we're almost at the point where we get another text. Oh wow! So they were going to release a new Indiana Jones, and they like somebody put out Uncharted, and they're like, "Oh wait a minute, yeah, that's what we were going to do. Never mind." Some of my fondest childhood memories involve the hedge maze. I used to chase Winston through it, threatening to lock him in the freezer again by jumping over him with a backflip. As soon as I could walk, my father would plop me in the middle of it and leave me to find my own way out. Wow, your father sucked. Reminds me of this King of the Hill gag. Well, when she's done, I'll tell you. Perhaps not parenting 101 these days, but it certainly ignited my fierce drive and independence. Actually, I've heard that Dial of Destiny is pretty good. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes score is decent enough, you know? It's like 68%, something like that. When you're looking for opinions on like movies that are part of a series like that, you have to make sure that the people that you're talking to aren't whiny fanboys who hate everything. So yeah, there was this King of the Hill gag where Hank had a memory of his father, and he's like, "My father made me pajamas made out of chamois cloth, and I used to crawl over the hood until it shone like Christmas." Talking about the car. And in the one of the commentary tracks on the DVD, Hank says, not Hank, Peggy says, "Your father calls that a fond memory. I call it child abuse." Yeah, I mean, they had to admit it wasn't as good, so hey, they might as well just not even put it out at that point. Good for them, I guess, right? I mean, I guess they could have just, like, improved it. But if they felt it was beyond their capabilities. Yeah, but I've been hearing, I would say, mostly positive things about the new movie. But Lord knows there was already enough bad Indiana Jones movies out there. And bad Indiana Jones video games, right? Yeah. Yeah, people probably weren't looking for the somewhat decent indie game, right? It's an indie game. It's kind of wild when you think of what a major license that is, Indiana Jones, and they couldn't come up with a decent budget. Like, they're like, "Here, you get the license for Indiana Jones, and not much money to make it with." Like, damn. Yeah, when it comes to movies like that, I always got to decide to, like, see it myself and form my own opinion, because what people say is not always true. Like, everybody said that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sucked, and then I saw it, and it did suck, but not for the reasons they were saying. Like, all the things that they complained about were, like, fine, but it was a boring-ass movie. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, like, there's so many legitimate things to complain about in Twilight. But people focus on the dumbest shit. But that's nerds on the internet, right? Nerds on the internet always just focus on the dumbest shit that doesn't matter. Oh, right there. Hey now. I mean, perhaps, right? Perhaps it should have. But here's the thing, if Crystal Skull actually turned out to be really good, you wouldn't be saying that. And having the fact that Crystal Skull actually did come out and wasn't very good, I'm glad they're doing another one to give the series a chance to go out on a higher note. It's kind of like Rocky 5, right? Like, Rocky 5 is really bad. And I'm glad they made a sixth one so that the series wouldn't go out on such a sour note. Or we were talking about it earlier, like Star Trek 5 was shitty. You know, and that almost ended the series right there. But then they made Star Trek 6, and that was good. Yeah. I didn't realize this was not clean. It was the bottom I cleaned, but not the outer thing. I'm not seeing any dirt, though. Perhaps... Ah! Yeah, the flowers cover up a lot of stuff. You think Mickey would have fucked the robot? Paulie's robot? Damn. It's cut like a point. It was weird. What is this? Oh, it's like a target thing, I guess, where she shoots arrows through or something? Let's see what's over. Oh, so you meant Paulie. Okay, yeah. Like, Mickey was the trainer. I mean, he'd have been like, I've stuck my dick in weirder things. Alright, I can also open the hatch and go in there. I should probably save going in there for the end now. Let's see what else is here. Okay, here's something and there's something. Happy birthday, Paulie. You know what the weirdest thing is? That was like not part of the script or anything. Sylvester Stallone saw the robot and thought it was cool, and he was like, "We gotta put this fucking robot in our movie. It's fucking cool." I'm like, well, where are we gonna say? I don't know. It's like Paulie's birthday or something. I don't know. You just jam it in there just because it's fun, right? Right between the two montages. Man, how am I gonna get my ass in there? Hold on. I think I can do it like this. Hey, alright, we got it. Bad 80s movies with robots? What? That would never happen. Yeah, but the robot wasn't... I don't think it was in 5, right? I think they'd forgotten about it at that point. I got it with my stubby. The robot was one of the many things they didn't reference in later films. I gotta watch Rocky IV again and like see if what you're saying is true, that that whole scene was cut like a porno. You know, sometimes I look at Bupkis, I don't think he's like a normal canine. It was in the background in 5? Okay. You might be right, I just... 5 is so forgettable. It's so bad. They thought they were really clever bringing back the director of the original movie, but they just didn't have a good story. You know, many ancient labyrinths and mazes were devised by priests and mystics. The director's cut removed the robot. It's funny because wasn't the director Sylvester Stallone? They were meant to be symbolic of pilgrimage, representing the winding path to enlightenment and salvation. In this case, it's the winding path to her bunker full of sex toys, which I'm going to need to clean. She's like, this is my special monkey bunker. I guess he realized that was some stupid shit and it didn't need to be in the movie, right? Why'd I put this fucking robot in the movie? Oh man, I was so drunk that day. That is true. That is true. He had to sell his dog. I mean, that's rough. Like, he was trying to get acting work so badly. Like, he was even starring on, like, pornos. You know, and Rocky is really an allegory for his film career, too. Trying to make it in movies. It's like Rocky was trying to make it in boxing. Yeah, it was a big hit movie. Won Best Picture and everything. I mean, Rocky was really good. And most of the sequels are good. Yeah! Oh god, there's lyrics. Is this the ending song of Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Hey now. Hey now. That's Obi. In the first Tomb Raider level, they mentioned I was getting text not from Laura, but from the from Winston, and he did sort of hint that he was trapped in the freezer. Hey, Tommy, he just wanted to bring you tea. Alright, I think that's everything here. Honestly, yeah, most of what I know of Tomb Raider is from cultural osmosis. Where did I come? Oh, yeah, I was going this way. The shitty thing about this being a maze is then you gotta, like, when you're trying to figure out what you have left to do, it's like, oh, where is that, though? This is so covered in ivy, I can't even see the dirt. I'll have plenty to say about the SpongeBob. I can't wait to see about the SpongeBob, like, who are you going to be getting messages from, right? Like, who's hiring you? I guess we'll find out, right? Not today, but someday soon. Because we still have the Final Fantasy one to do. He is a cheap bastard, right? You're like, I'll give you a penny if you clean the Krusty Krab. It'd be funny if it was Plankton. What is this 90s alternative rock song that started playing now? Is this still the Shadow of the Tomb Raider soundtrack? Yeah, it is. Like the closing credits to a sitcom. And not a particularly good one. Ever clean this one? That is clean. Hey now. Wait. Did Clancy Brown play Mr. Krabs, or is it just a much lesser Lex Luthor actor? Wow, I had no idea that Clancy Brown is Mr. Krabs. That's wild. Can't see the dirt, but there we go, we got it. Yeah, Lex Luthor would be a much better person if Superman wasn't around. Like, something about Superman just drives him fucking insane. Alright, back where I was. They don't deliver at all anymore? Boy, they just hate money, huh? They just out there hating money. You know what? I bet I know what happens. The delivery drivers probably quit. And they don't have any right now. And they're like, hiring new people would make us pay them. Let's just not deliver. Oh yeah, Clancy Brown is what I think of when I think of the voice of Lex Luthor, 100%. I had no idea that he was SpongeBob's boss. Hey now. Alright, so it's just this. Alright, cool. Damn it. Alright, there we go. And of course, when I go Mark Ham. Whoa. No, not that. Let's see. Just sort of... Oh my god. I gotta figure out how to get into there. Let's see if we can figure out a way to get over there. Well, I feel like I'm getting pretty far away from it at this point. Yeah. Big negative bonus. Like, there's a whole area that I can see but not get to. Well, here's the... Wow. I was going to save this for last, but since I'm here... It might lead to where I need to go, too. There we go. Now let's see where this goes, though. Sheer. Well, it's not dirty down here. This probably brings me to where I couldn't get to. Alright, hold on, it's dirty, though. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Oh, God, $30. Wonder why they don't deliver anymore. I mean, like I said, it's probably they don't want to pay people to deliver. They probably had a delivery driver for like a really long time, right? And he probably was making the same amount of money. And this is what happens, you know? And then he's like, I want to get paid more, and left. And now they're having difficulties finding someone that'll take that same amount of money. But those ancients wanted to show us that the road was often confusing with dead ends and false turns. We were learning, we were refining, getting better, and ultimately discovering the true path. The way of the ninja. It's the first place that I've been to that the floor is filthy. Every other place, it was in the maze, it was fine. I don't think this place here is going to account for 40%, but... There we go. Could probably switch to this. Make it a little easier on myself. Bing. Hey Moogle, how's it going? Hey, check it out. I'm washing Lara Croft's bush. I mean, we washed her box, now her bush. This game just lends itself to the innuendos. Beavis, your balls are filthy. Go and wash them. Hey now, alright. Oh my, indeed. Booba. It's a little... It is dirt. Get out of here. Alright, cool. Oh. So that's what I was seeing, was the center of the maze. You may feel lost, but you're only ever one or two decisions away from the way out. Sometimes you gotta solve a weird puzzle, but you know, do be like that. They teach us. Mazes teach us to be patient, to be mindful, calm, and centered. They teach us to be better learners. Alright, what's on the floor that... Hey, okay, that got the floor. I don't know, maybe this does count for all the rest of it. Maybe I didn't miss anything out on the outer parts of the maze. That'd be cool. I can't imagine what the time-lapse is going to look like for this. We are at 90% here. It's a Tula statue. Wasn't Tula the final boss of one of the games? I could be tripping, but that's what I'm thinking, right? Okay, there we go. That's clean. Get the back of the statue. Hey now. I think that might be the Dial of Destiny right there. That's how the new movie winds up. He winds up at Lara Croft's place in the hedge maze, right? With Archimedes. And then he finds the Dial of Destiny. Oh, it's just a golden... Oh, I can't pick it up. There we go. It's a gnome. It's all coming together, all over your face and your chest. This weird shit on the edges. Okay. When I came into this area from the tunnel, I thought, there's no way this accounts for a whole, like, 40%, but apparently it does. It's mostly because of the floors, I think. Because the floors weren't dirty in any other part of the maze. And there's one more Tomb Raider level to do. Oh, hello. I'm trying to fall here. Hey. Looks like there's definitely something on the outside of the maze that I missed because there's blue flower pergola post. So one of those posts where the blue flowers were I missed. That's okay. But everything else is in maze center, which is where I am. Hey now. Maze Center pedestal feature. That's got to be this thing, right? Yeah. Oh, it's the top of it. Okay, so I'll get the blue flower thing. We're going to find that. But first I got to take a quick pee break. I'll be right back. And EB's back. Did you get the quesadilla? I'll be back. So I'm gonna have to come out of the center and chill. Come out of the center and back out in the main part of the maze so that I can get that one post that I missed. That's a big tease for Laura, for her guests, that there's this place that you can see, but you can't get to unless you know about the hatch, because you can see it there, you know. All right, well, here's some blue flowers. Yep, it's this one. Hey, and we're done. Let's take a look. I can't imagine what angle it's going to take. Oh, from the very top? That's cool. There are a few levels in the main game that should have had a top-down view. I had to look around the hedge maze, and I have to say it looks fantastic. I'll no longer have to fret every time I see someone head across the courtyard. In fact, I can actually encourage people to go and explore it. Now I'm wondering if there is one last job for you after all. It's the treasure room. Nice. I guess we're going to see a lot of things from all the Tomb Raider games in here. It's like $300, so it's probably not a big job, but it might be very intricate. She got it's like Batman has that. Trusted friend, you have such a quiet, unassuming aura, I feel like I could task you with anything. Which is why I'm asking you to do something rather special for me now. As you know... As you know, I go traveling from time to time, and along the way I've picked up the odd, curious trinket or two. I keep them all in a treasure room of sorts, and I think part of me must consider it somewhat indulgent, hence its neglected state, and the whole place is now covered in a thick layer of dust. Would you be able to clear things up for me? I mean, wait, hold on. It's just dust? Winston can't take care of this? Alright, I'll do it. Right? You can't have Winston do it? I'm gonna go blind. Oh, not that button. Ah! Oh, man. The quad tracks. There's quad tracks. Where do I even start? Well then. To be honest, I've never let another soul in here before. Not even dear old Winston. Yeah, that's... You should have. And I know he's tried. I've seen the scratch marks on the upstairs vents. You see scratch marks in the vents and you assume it's your butler trying to get into your treasure room and not, you know, rats? Because it's probably rats. I think I need a longer one. It's actually a tremendous relief and joy to finally share them with someone who I'm paying to clean it. The funny thing is, you know Winston was only trying to get in here to clean this shit, right? If he was. He probably wasn't, let's be real. There's probably rats. It seems like this job should pay more than 300. Just saying. Do I have like a ladder or anything in this level? I have a step ladder. Just a step ladder, huh? I always like do things like this. Okay. Alright, sweet. He couldn't find his way in here even though he got out of the freezer somehow. Alright, we got that. Oh. Oh. Now see, I'm like EB where I haven't played a whole lot of Tomb Raider, so most of what I know of it is like cultural osmosis, and I've seen all the movies. There were 3 movies, 2 of which were good. So, I don't know what any of the stuff in this room is, specifically. But I'm sure some of y'all might be able to identify them if you've played a lot of Tomb Raider, but that's not... I haven't, so... We're gonna start with the ceiling now. I feel like coughing just looking at this. Oh, speaking of which, how's the air quality over by you, Alice? It seems like it's good in most of the country right now, and like we're in the yellow today, but like barely in the yellow. And it doesn't seem like there's anything worse than yellow in like the whole of the country. Whole. High 60s. Not ideal, but certainly an improvement, right? Hey now. You don't forget games with pixel-perfect jumps to get onto the Great Wall of China just to get eaten by a tiger? I mean, I don't know how much of this stuff is from the old games and how much is from the new ones. But... the new one... well, I don't have Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but the new games are, like, on my Wednesday backlog list. For some point in the future. Google just came in and did the greeting tour. Like you've been here, but okay, cool. The old games never really interested me all that much, you know? And it was mostly the clunky controls in them. And then when they made games like that had better controls, they had worse everything else. So it wasn't until Square Enix started making them that they seemed interesting to me. And then they sold them for NFTs. Well, which system was it on? If it was on PlayStation, there's a lot of them on PlayStation, you know? I think there were like 5 Tomb Raider games on the PlayStation 1. Well, I think most people that have played that game have a grudge against it, right? Like, isn't Angel of Darkness really, really fucking terrible? Whoa, okay. Hey now. But I can get underneath these to maybe clean, yeah. There we go, that one's clean. And so is that one. Oh yeah, she opens it, it's like, I feel stronger. Like, lady, it's a door. Calm down. I mean, are the doors really hard to open? Like, what is going on over there? They were pretty much all on PC back in the day, I think. I mean, they were known as a PlayStation series, but they were... Oh, I can get on the dinosaur. But they were pretty much all on PC. Oh yeah, the Saturn ported Tomb Raider 1, not good. I think they mostly gave up on Tomb Raider on the Saturn after that, right? Well, it seemed like everything was ported to the N-Gage because they really wanted people to think the N-Gage was like a, you know, like legitimate. Oh. Damn it, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Clean, that one's okay. Now. That was the one game everybody who had an N-Gage, you know, all 7 of them had, was Tomb Raider. N-Gage. The N stands for no. You know what I mean? Not good. Negative. Nincompoop, if you buy it. Nasty. I think of words that start with N that make sense for N-Gage, right? Yeah, the Virtual Boy did have slightly more games than the N-Gage. Longer lifespan, I think, too. Yeah, it's one of the kind of consoles that just wasn't built to last, and they're like it just basically rots away after a while. Oh, you don't know? Okay, I was taking your word for it. It seemed like there were a lot of console ports on there. Okay, let's start with the elephant in the room, which in this case is a dinosaur. Non-essential. Yes, it is real. Oh, that's more than Virtual Boy. I imagine the first thing you did when you walked in was squirt him right in the face. No, actually, I'm stepping on him is what I'm doing. Alright. Alright, cool. Oh, I'm falling off. It took a lot more than that to take him down the first time of asking. I can assure you. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine a power washer would be good at killing dinosaurs. Matter of fact, I imagine it would be quite bad at it. Ah! Damn it. June had a Virtual Boy, if you could believe it. I don't think she has it anymore, though. I think she gave it to somebody. No, I never considered it. Wario Land did seem like a good game, but you guys know I've played it since then. I've played it a bunch of times, including streaming the entire thing. But I never considered getting a Virtual Boy. It looked dumb. Yeah, see, that's the big thing, is like there's even warnings written in the game that like, hey, this might make you feel sick. Right? Like, come on. We don't play video games to feel queasy and get headaches. That is not why we do it. It's supposed to be fun. The whole virtual reality thing is like not as cool as people thought it was. And it's still not as cool as people say it is, as far as I'm concerned. The nuance, man. The only way that I had even heard of the nuance is when I decided to find out whatever happened to that Project X console that they were kind of sort of hyping up for a while. And I looked into it and it became something known as the nuance, which had something like a whole ass 6 games. Oh god, the R-Zone. I'm gonna be really honest with you. The first time I even saw or heard of the R-Zone was the Angry Video Game Nerd. I didn't know about it before that. So there were these ads for like this new system that they were, that they were coming out with called Project X, right? And the picture was like a giant X crushing what looked like Mario's head. Like Mario's cap was coming out from underneath it. So like, oh, this is gonna be our Nintendo killer, And of course, like, nothing ever really came of it. When it first came out, actually came out, it was called Nuon. And it was like this weird multimedia thing that didn't really work all that well and didn't have like a lot of support. But a lot of people, the reason that I had wound up researching was a lot of people wondered if Project X became the Xbox. And it turns out, no, it had nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, Xbox was called that because it used DirectX technology. And it was originally even going to be called the DirectX box. Of course, I don't think it uses DirectX anymore, and they're just calling it that for legacy reasons, for branding. Yeah, it was kind of, not really like the Pippin, no, but like the CDI kind of. There were only like something like a handful of movies that could take advantage of the Nuon technology, and very few games, most of which were not really like video gaming. They were like edutainment games, so pretty similar to CDI or 3DO. Although even the 3DO was more gamey than the Nuon was. I think the CDI is the closest analog for sure. But like, man, bless them, right? Like they had such confidence, preventing the video from pausing, because they put out this thing and it's like, oh, the X is crushing Mario's face, man. This is gonna be so cool. People are gonna be so hype. And from what I've seen, like, gamers don't respond to stuff like that for the most part. They want to see, what do the games look like? What kind of games can they get for it? They don't care about your whole, like, we're gonna crush Mario bullshit. They're just like, show me the fucking games. Yeah, it really doesn't work. Like, Sony did that early on with the PlayStation. They had that asshole dressed up like Crash Bandicoot, going around with a megaphone, yelling at people, and calling the N64 the plumber machine. But realistically, did anybody buy the PlayStation because of that guy and that marketing? No, they bought it because of Final Fantasy and Tomb Raider, you know? Like like, bagging on the competition doesn't really work unless you're already on top. And then it just comes off as mean. Mean, not mean. Yeah, nobody bought PlayStation because of those commercials, I guarantee it. Nobody was like, oh, dude, this guy in the Crash Bandicoot costume totally convinced me. Nintendo's lame, I'm gonna get a PlayStation. Like, no, they got a PlayStation because of the games that were on it. Meanwhile, Nintendo's marketing is just like, look at this Mario game and this Zelda game and this Pokemon game, you know? Like, that works for them. They've never needed to do anything else. Oh. Yeah, there was a big trend of that in general, and not just in gaming, but just in general in the late 90s especially, where everybody was trying to do basically like Ren and Stimpy, you know? Just be gross for gross sake. I'll admit, as a kid, I was into a lot of gross out humor, you know? Do you remember the one Saturn commercial with the sphincter? Where it's like, this is what it's like inside this guy's body as he's playing Sega Saturn. And it's like the heart and the eyes and all this stuff. And they're like, we just got a message from the sphincter. And it shows this guy in like this room that's closing in on him, and he's like, what's going on up there? Like, yes, your heart will race, your eyes will bug out, and your sphincter will clench as you are playing Virtua Cop. And Panzer Dragoon. Oh yes. You remember that one race in Sonic R, the sphincter clench? Like what? Can you feel the sunshine? That game is fucked. Yeah, pretty much. Not a very good game. I remember knowing a few people who were into it, but they were clearly just like into it because it was Sonic and they couldn't admit that it was bad. It's like, it's okay. It's a Sonic game and it sucks. And that's okay. Oh no, Moogle the Tails doll will get you. Make sure that the Tails doll doesn't come and erase your existence. That was the worst fucking gaming urban legend ever. Like, at least a lot of, like, the cursed or haunted games things, you know, were kind of at least a little interesting. Like Sonic EXE and, Ben Drowned, you know? But the Tails doll thing was just the absolute fucking worst. Just bereft of creativity, not scary, not interesting, dumb as hell. I don't know if... Wow, worse than Slenderman. You see, okay, so the Slenderman's pretty bad, but at least it's somewhat creative, right? Like, it's something that they created on their own. And the fact that the Slenderman was never meant to be taken seriously, that it was a joke, and that people turned it into an urban legend, is kind of funny and interesting, at least. It's still lame, but I have to say the Tails doll thing is, like, way lamer. As a matter of fact, you have to remember that I'm saying video game urban legends. Although they've made video games out of Slenderman, it didn't start out as anything video game related. It started out as a bunch of channers trying to infiltrate a forum about cryptids with a really bad Photoshop of something that they called the Slenderman and seeing if people would buy it. And yes, they did. So even though there were video games made about the Slenderman, it didn't start out as a video game thing. It started out as a joke from forums. It was a photo editing contest, but it was specifically to see if the cryptid people would buy it. You know what I'm saying? It was specifically to see that if they could post it on the cryptid forums and that people there would go for the whole story. I think I have to... Yeah. Hey now. I mean, cryptids are fun and everything, but it wasn't a particularly good edit of a photo, you know? I think they'd be a little more discriminating to see if people are fucking with them, you know? Wait, so he tried to get in through the air ducts and there's windows? See, that just proves that Winston's not that dumb. She's like, I know he tried to get in here. I saw the scratch marks in the ducts. I'm like, no, that's probably a rat, right? What if Bigfoot is real, but he's just blurry, like Mitch Hedberg said, right? He's out of focus, and that's even scarier. Alrighty then. Oh, the wall's all one continuous thing. In one of the glass cabinets, you'll find a beautiful red stone. It's the one I stabbed Gerard Butler for. That's the fabled Philosopher's Stone, used to turn lead into gold, and also apparently to produce the elixir of life. The secret of immortality. And I'm just keeping it in a treasure room. I sense Winston knows it's in here and thinks I've used it, as he frequently comments on how I haven't aged a day since 1996. That's when the first Tomb Raider game came out, I think. She's gonna be like, really, it's all contouring. We'll find out at 60%. Power washing cushions seems like a bad idea, but hey, what do I know? Power washing indoors without drains on the ground seems like a bad idea as well. But hey, what do I know? Sweet. This is a display case for periapt shards. And an Ankh, apparently. Saturn version was the first version released. I guess the development was probably rushed, and that's why it was kind of not great. It's interesting because when there's games on like both PlayStation and Saturn, right? There's no like rule as to which one's gonna be better than the other. Like sometimes the Saturn version is like so much better that the PlayStation version looks like a joke. And sometimes it's completely the other way around, and sometimes they're really, really very similar. You never know what you're gonna get. I just thought of this. I wonder what the Saturn version of like Power Slip. I wonder what the Saturn version of Mega Man X4 is like. Like, I know the Saturn version of Mega Man 8 is, like, pretty great, and is considered by many people the superior port. But I wonder what X4 is like. I know the Saturn was, like, a little bit harder to develop for, generally speaking. Alright, got the globe top. I'm cleaning the bottom. Last bits of this globe stand. It's stupid rare? Really? Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do over here. Probably want to use this one. I mean, when I'm going to do my Mega Man X playthroughs, I'm going to do it on Steam, so... It's going to be really weird playing through X7. Burn, burn, burn it to the ground, burn it to the ground, burn it to the ground. Yeah, they really thought those voice samples were going to be, like, hot shit, right? They were hot shit in a way. Not in the way they thought. What haunts me about Mega Man X7 is how every level was trying to be its own thing. Which, I mean, it sounds like it's not that bad of an idea, right? Where every level's sort of its own thing, but none of them were, like, good at being what they were. So it would have been better if all the levels were kind of samey, but, like, played well. They didn't do that. Like, okay, different levels having different gimmicks is fine, but, like, do a good job of it. There are games that do that, where, like, every level sort of has its own gimmick, and they're all kind of cool. But not Mega Man X7, that's for damn sure. X5 you had issues with? Really? See, I don't remember X5 being all that gimmicky in each level, though. 6 and 7 had gimmicks, although, like, 6 handled it a lot better than 7 did. I know that a lot of Mega Man X5 was Keiji Inafune masturbating, right? Because it was a big love letter to the whole series. X5? Are you sure you don't mean X6? Because X6 literally was rushed. Like, they literally rushed it. It came out the same year as 5. I think 5 was really good, though. I mean, 6 was good. It wasn't as good, but it was good. That one was definitely rushed. Because, like, Inafune was like, 5's the last one. And then they're like, no, the hell it ain't. And they just, like, threw out 6 really fast. Even retconned part of the ending so that they could do another one. Alright, sweet. For me, the weirdest thing about 5 was how all the freaking bosses were named after members of Guns N' Roses. Just because one person is a fan. Yeah, because it came out, like, so quickly. It was, like, literally a few months later, X6 was out. And you're like, I'm still trying to get all the endings in 5? Like, what do you... yeah. You're right. Yeah, Axel the Red and Izzy Stradlin and all that shit. I believe those were unique to the localized version. I don't think that Japan had the Guns N' Roses name. Yeah, Duff McWhalen. The Skyver. Oh, there is a ladder. It's like right here. I need to move it now, so I'll just put that over there and oh, hello. Grizzly Slash, yep. Matrex. For Matt Soren, it was Matrex. I just remembered that one. Yeah, they had like real names like Tidal Whale and things like that, but in the United States they changed all the names to be like Guns N' Roses. But I believe that like at least some of the Guns N' Roses references were in the Japanese version because one of them was like in the music itself. But I just know I think somebody's wife was a big fan. Bring your wife. We'll fuck your wife. Wait, what is this button, dude? Can I interact with this? I hear something moving. Yo, what did that do, though? I have no idea what that button does. Something slides, and then it's like... Does anybody know what this does? Or... I have no idea what that does. It does something. Because you could hear shit moving. Like, Matrex in Japan was Burn Dino Rex, I believe. Yeah, like, I'm wondering if this is opening something, but... Like, every time I press it... Well, now I'm not hearing anything, so whatever... It might have been like a one-time thing. But I have no idea what it opened, if anything. cleaning her really big amiibo. And all of its parts. That looks pretty clean. In another glass cabinet, you'll see the knives, 3 knives next to an ankh. I did see that. These are the Periap shards, catnip for 500-year-old alchemists. Somebody's record player. One in particular let them get right inside his head. Are you saying you stabbed him in the head? 'Cause that's what it sounds like you're saying. The ankh is an amulet belonging to the Egyptian god Horus. There's some Horus in this house. There's some Horus in this house. It's Horus from the Department of Teutonic Devices. The suit of armor also belongs to Horus and is set off beautifully by the amulet. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was a cool game. It's sort of like a mixture of, like, what if Zelda was Zombies Ate My Neighbors? Hey, check it out. Dropping plates on your ass, biatch. I think I need the stubby gun for this. Oh, there we go. Hey, alright. Oh god, it's Michael Bolton. Oh no. I think I just pooped my pants. That was his first album, too. They're like, oh, I guess he's trying to do heavy metal now, but, like, that's how he started. His first 2 albums were, like, a kind of glam metal. Oh, it was, too. And then the chicks go with Bon Jovi. I actually saw Cinderella live. They were opening for the Scorpions. They were pretty good. They hadn't aged a day, which is weird. It was like taking a friggin' time portal back to 1984 or something, you know? Until at the very end when they all bowed and you saw this thing had like a little bald spot in the back of his head. That was the only sign of age. Yeah. Damn it, this bookcase is pissing me off. There we go, alright. Well, to be fair, that was probably back when Alex Jones was not what the hell he is now, you know? There was a time when Alex Jones was almost normal. And then he became a grifter. And then he lost his goddamn mind. One day if we're on voice chat, you should ask Wayne to do his impression of Alex Jones. It's really good. Like, it's really good. Oh, okay, you have heard it? Nice. Hey. Hey now. This music is way too intense for power washing. I probably want to use the ladder for this. Where did I put it? I saw a ladder and I put it somewhere. I will probably just go back to like regular, like whatever I feel like listening to, you know? Like, I'm not gonna play SpongeBob music, I'll just get copyrighted and I don't really want to hear SpongeBob music anyway. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, this thing isn't clean. Wonder if it's like, yeah. Hey, alright, cool. Go do this one. God damn it. There we go. There we go, got it. Son of a... Alright, whatever, we'll just... Oh, look at this, I missed this whole thing. Yeah, this song kinda wild, though. Wow, wow, wow. THX, wow. The audience is listening. Wow. The audience is spanking their monkeys. Wow. What if I do like this? There we go. Okay, cool. Wow. Alright, sweet. Put it over here and do the same thing. Well, that was the Tomb Raider music. This is from an older Tomb Raider game called Lara Croft Tomb Raider Underworld, so we'll just let that play since it came up automatically. Dropping plates on your ass, biatch. God. What if it's under, maybe? Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's try this side. Where's that ladder again? Probably want to go to this one at least. Like, we could upgrade if somebody gets like super horny and the ranch hose is not enough. We can have like a ranch power washer. That'd be funny. It'll probably mostly be aimed at Wayne's junk. The ranch orbital wait, I got it. The ranch railgun. The ranch drone strike. Get over this side of this. The tactical thermonuclear ranch missile. It's like Terminator. Instead of mustard gas, ranch gas. I think that's like the farts after you have too much ranch, though. Just at weapons grade. I don't know, I've never had enough ranch to have ranch farts. Ranch is gross. The Terminator, but as a power washer. It cannot be reasoned with. It will eliminate all dirt. The 600 series had rubber skin. Rubber. Well, it's her treasure room, and apparently it's never been dusted. She doesn't even let Winston in here. But she lets me in. I rule. Those bricks are not the easiest thing to clean. Oh, I got it, okay. Never mind. I can move this ladder out of the way now. Rectus Dominus, Rectus Dominus. way too epic to be cleaning a fireplace. Hey, Winston hasn't tried to come down the chimney. Nice. Suddenly it's Axiom Verge 2 sound and music. Music from an action movie from the 2000s. Oh, how's it going, NBJ? Oh. The day is good. We are cleansing all the filth from Croft Manor. There's something on this wall that I haven't gotten. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. The mummy retires? I bet you they can get Brendan Fraser to do that. Okay, cool. Look at this whole section's pretty well done. Alright, cool. Why don't you do some typing and, like, vibe out with the homies? Sounds like a good thing. Yeah. Kick ass. Yeah, really going balls to the wall here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is making me want a pretzel twist. Hey, we got it. Alright. Alright, let's start cleaning these things. Whatever the hell this thing is. Itris. That's kind of cool. Well, you know me, I like pretzels in general, you know what I'm saying? This is looking like a pretzel twist. Like one of those ads for pretzels.com that make me want to just order some. That's the pedestal, but not the... Alright, got that one. This says Remnant of Scion. I'll have to check it out once I get closer. Lastly, I should mention what looks like a harmless old record player. I was wondering about the record player. It's actually the gramophone of Mendes, a devilish tool devised by the mad monk Rasputin to play records backwards, enrapturing the souls of anyone within earshot. Cool, I guess? I jest, it's just a gramophone. Grubby little gramophone. Ah, you're funny. Laura trolled me. So this is the Atlantean Scion. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. I jest. It is all in good humor. Oh, don't you start with that shit. Don't make me kick your ass. Bungle. Dagger of Xi'an. She's like, I play records while I'm looking at all the stuff I took. I was really happy to have never heard that song, and then it was in that movie Bit. And I was like, God damn it. Another pretzel to twist clean. Hopefully we have enough time to finish this one. Maybe get started on the Final Fantasy level. I should just do the top of that one from here. There we go. This one says, this is the Philosopher's Stone she was talking about. I never got to look at this one, though. Oh my god, yes, soft pretzels are the best. I like hard pretzels, too. Because I like all kinds of pretzels. The soft pretzels are the best. Pretzels. That's the Philosopher's Stone, huh? She's like, no, I mistyped. It was an autocorrect. I said the Philosopher's Stoned. Yes, and I said dildo baggins. There we go. You should see the pretzels that EB sometimes gets from like one of the pizza places. That like they're big, giant, soft pretzels that come in a pizza box and come with like all kinds of like cheese and stuff to dip it in. And every time they talk about it, I get hungry. I'm kind of hungry right now. All I had was shredded wheat for breakfast. Sweet. Okay. Alright. Everybody do the dinosaur. I'm gonna shove this up his cloaca. Yeah, but these are like big mogul. Like they have to be in a pizza box. Who doesn't want a pretzel that's also a meal? Right in my cloaca. This is more appropriate power washing music, to be honest. A little chill and shit. Oh, that's cool. Alright, come on, I climbed up on him a billion times already. He's like, yeah, well, I'm a billion years old, dickhead. This dinosaur called me a dickhead, and for that, I'm gonna wash him. Hey. Alright. The only major thing left is the floor, and then whatever else I've missed here and there. Probably want to go like one bigger. Yeah. Kind of hard to see the dust on this floor, but we'll get there. I guess the dinosaur's pedestal as well. It's like, I enjoyed him, so I put him on a pedestal. I enjoyed shooting that dinosaur in the face. I did it with my mate Turok. The Turok Tomb Raider crossover cover, right? Never! It's never coming. This doesn't even sound like... This music doesn't even sound like it belongs in Tomb Raider. It sounds like it's from Skyrim. I'm washing Lara Croft's carpet. Oh, yeah. Or Blooming. Yeah, definitely an Elder Scrolls vibe to it, right? It will shut off the gates of oblivion. Cadillacs and dinosaurs tour across. Yeah, probably, right? I think they're done making Turok games, you know? That last one where he was like a space marine was a little weird. Like, it wasn't a bad game, but it was just like a bad premise. See, if they were to make like an actual legit Turok game that like was somewhat like the comics, you know what game that they could use as sort of like a jumping off point would be Far Cry Primal. You ever see Far Cry Primal? Like, it basically looks like this is what a Turok game should be. Should have been all along. Apparently I didn't finish these bookshelves. A lot of people didn't know he was a comic book character. Even when the comic was kind of like popular in the 90s, but that was Turok Dinosaur Hunter, which was not a great comic. The good ones came out a long time ago. Turok Son of Stone. Dinosaur Hunter was painfully 90s. Well, it makes sense that it wouldn't have dinosaurs, because, you know, dinosaurs and people weren't around at the same time, but if you're doing a fantastical sci-fi thing like Turok, you know, you could use that as a jumping off point. By the way, okay, let's see if anybody knows this. Does anybody know what was the catch-all phrase that Turok and Andar used to refer to all dinosaurs when they were lost in the valley? Like, they had a word that they used for all dinosaurs. Do you remember what it was, or does anybody know? Hey. Well, just enough time to finish the Tomb Raider DLC here. guesses? Y'all give up? I will tell you. They call dinosaurs honkers. There's like winged honker, running honker, big honker, honkers. All right, let's see what we missed. One of the four of the ceiling beams actually. Okay, I see that side. I didn't know. All this right here. One. I'm guessing dinosaurs made honking noises in those comics. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Here, mutant geese. Ceiling supporting beams. Only one of them is not. That's that. Okay. Alright. It's the big one. The Chongus. Alright, fireplace bricked wall top. Top. One of 2. Oh, it's that. Not what I expected. Hold on. Maybe stubby then. There's 2 more lamps, but also this isn't clean. Wait, I bet I know. Yes! Alright, it's just lamps left. They're like, Andar, watch out for that honker. Honker. Like, thank you for warning me. Turok the honker almost got me. It's that one. Hey, we are done. Let's kill the music. And let's see this time lapse. Good shit. So many memories, so many adventures. I cannot thank you enough for bringing them back to life. Perhaps it's not so indulgent to keep reminders of our proudest and most humbling moments. Our legacy is what grounds us, good and bad. In fact, it's made me itch to add some more to the collection. I think it's about time I paid a visit to my old friend Von Croy, after all. Thank you for everything, Laura. Alright, so that's the entirety of the Tomb Raider DLC. Pretty cool shit. So, yeah, we're going to be doing the next one at some point, which, well, next time we stream this, we have the Midgar. Which, is there, yeah, I mean, you have to, which, I believe is 4 levels? I know there's, Cloud's Bike. There's one of the bosses that you have to wash. There's the bar, Tifa's bar, and then there's, like, the model of Midgar. There might be more, but I think that there's those 4. But anyway, that's Final Fantasy VII, and then of course we also have SpongeBob SquarePoints, which I believe is 6 levels, according to the commercial for it at least. But we're gonna stop right here. It's actually perfectly timed to stop. We're gonna go over the schedule. And we're gonna do a raid. So please, guys, don't go anywhere just yet. Please stick around for the raid. Oh, the webcam's messed up again. None of y'all told me. All right, there we go. Is 5? Okay, so this is one I don't know about or forgot about. But anyway, here's what's going on. Tomorrow night, I will be playing Growth or Devolution, Heed the Call to Awaken for the Super Famicom. Friday afternoon, of course, we have more of Final Fantasy II, the Pixel Remaster for Steam. Saturday night, more of Xenosaga Episode 1 for PlayStation 2. Sunday night, we'll be finishing up the last bit of Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening for Steam, and possibly also starting Devil May Cry 4 also for Steam. Monday afternoon, of course, we have more of Battle Arena Toshinden 3 for the for PlayStation. Tuesday night, we're actually done with Adventure Island 4. I got to make a new scene for that. We got it all in one stream last night. So we're going to be playing Monster Boy or Monster World, one of those games. I keep forgetting what it's called. But yeah, that's on Tuesday. And then Wednesday afternoon, a week from today, we'll be right back here with more PowerWash Simulator. We'll be washing off a bunch of stuff from Final Fantasy VII. So anyway, guys, let's go over here. See, ooh, that's not the right one. That is not it. Where's my raid screen? Oh, there it is. For some reason, I was not quite getting it. That's webcam. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see who we have online that we could raid. Good. All right. Not a lot of people on. Charmer Nerd's on, Niche is on, and D-Pad Danny's on. Kind of curious to see what D-Pad Danny's on. I used to really like raiding Charmer Nerd, but like she barely acknowledges raids now. Because she's usually like on voice chat with a bunch of people. I want to see what D-Pad Danny's up to. It looks like he's in the retro category. Push for better. Why is everyone playing virtual highlight these days? Oh my god. Alright, well, we're rating D-Pad Danny, who's playing virtual highlight. First Zophar and then him. Let's rate him. I'm almost could put that in my raid message. Like, why is everybody playing virtual highlight? Alright. There's your raid call. Copy that. Paste it as we head into D-Pad Danny's stream. He is, for some reason that I don't understand, playing virtual highlight. As we're going to head over there. I'll see you guys over there. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more GOD. And just around in general on Discord and whatnot. And here we go.